There are birds that behave very impressively, a bird that grows out of the sand by itself, an umbrella heron, a bird that imitates a snake, strange dances, several birds with interesting and intriguing behaviors. I'm William Menck, a biologist and ornithologist, and in this video, I'm going to show you some of these intriguing behaviors. I'll start with this little bird with its strange movement. Believe me, it's a species of woodpecker from Europe and Asia, called Eurasian wryneck in English. Scientific name Jinx torquilla. Cool, right? The bird makes these strange movements, as far as we know, to imitate a snake or something, with the intention of scaring or confusing a predator. It's a bizarre kind of mimicry. And it does this when it's captured, when it feels threatened, and rightly so, right? And this behavior reminds me a lot of an Amazonian bird we call the cinereous mourner, where the chicks mimic stinging caterpillars, something already shown here on the channel. And look at this heron, it simply turns into an umbrella. Very crazy. This is the black heron, Egretta ardisiaca, found in Africa. This curious behavior of opening its wings like a dome or an umbrella while walking cautiously in the water is a hunting strategy. The shadow created by the bird attracts the fish and also makes them easier for the bird to see. And so, at the right opportunity, the heron attacks with its beak, catches and swallows the fish. Sensational. Blue and yellow macaw are also very skillful when it comes to eating, or rather drinking. Some populations of this species have learned to pick coconuts, break them, and manipulate them in the right way to drink coconut water. Well, we know that macaws love to eat native coconuts in the wild. But drinking coconut water, even from an exotic coconut, is a little-known behavior. If you like this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the like and subscribe buttons, because this is a channel specializing in birds. There are new videos here every week. Now let's take a look at the gray-naped chough, which is found in Europe and Asia. Like many birds, during the breeding season it looks for material to build its nest. But one of the materials they use is mammal hair. These rooks approach deer and other animals and pluck tufts of hair from them. In this recording, the deer don't seem to be bothered, as the hairs they pull out are mostly old hairs, which almost fall out naturally after the winter molt. Here in Brazil, there's a species of swift that behaves in a similar way, only it does something much more daring. It's the palm swift that practically only steals from birds. This bird plucks the feathers of pigeons, vultures, and even hawks in flight. Only that which is used to build their nests. This strange little dance is actually a hunting strategy. The bird in question is the Wilson's phalarope, a bird found from Canada to Patagonia. And all these little guys are like that, swirling around in the salty, nutrient-rich lakes, creating eddies and stirring up the invertebrates at the bottom, which is their main food. Quite a strategy, huh? The American woodcock also does a little dance to find food. Close relative of our snipe, this bird swings its body back and forth as it walks slowly, producing vibrations that can make earthworms and other worms move underground. And the sounds produced by these worms, which are practically inaudible to our ears, can be perceived by the woodcock. It's the dance of food. Wow! What a thing, huh? This is the way the males of this species have found to impress females for mating. The bird in question is Jackson's widow bird, a species that lives only in one region of Africa. While the female has very discreet plumage, the male has a huge tail reminiscent of a pheasant. But it's a small bird, and this strategy of jumping up and catching a partner's eye is just one of the many courtship strategies on the planet of birds. In fact, it's reminiscent of the blue-black grassquit behavior, isn't it? It also hops and jumps for basically the same reasons, to win a female and mark its territory. Burrowing owl, Athene cunicularia, found throughout America. Everyone sees these owls around, but they don't realize how ingenious their nests are. And these nests, these burrows, can be made by the burrowing owl itself, but most of the time it uses ready-made ones, which is easier, right? Holes made by armadillos or other animals, but it doesn't use just any hole and not just anywhere. The burrowing owl likes pastures and grassy areas with low grasses, but always prefers places with softer soil and a little elevation to avoid flooding the burrow. It also opts for areas where there are plenty of fences, bushes, or a few trees nearby, as this owl loves to perch high up, keeping an eye on its surroundings. It's almost like a surrogate, always on sentry duty, watching over its family and warning of approaching predators. And the depth of these burrowing owl burrows varies from 1 to 3 meters. And at the entrance, there is usually plenty of soft earth or dung, which helps to absorb water and even acts as a barrier against rainwater. Now, returning to the topic of reproduction, the maliu is a bird known for its unique reproductive behavior. Surprisingly, their reproductive behavior is more reminiscent of turtles than birds. This bird only lives on one island in Indonesia. And during the breeding season, the female buries her eggs in the sand. She really does, people. She buries them and abandons them without any parental care. And the eggs are incubated solely by the warmth of the sand, whereupon the hatchlings swiftly tunnel their way to the surface and depart. These hatchlings possess the innate ability to survive independently. As soon as they emerge from the sand, they are already equipped to take flight. In fact, the hatchlings of this species come into the world with an inherent understanding of what actions to undertake. So do you know what's going on? No, she isn't going to prepare herself to appear attractive. This is a species of lovebird, and both the male and the female are used to this behavior. The birds usually tear up leaves in a straight line, branches and other materials, and attach them to their tails or even between their wing feathers to take to the nest they are building. It's a way of optimizing journeys and leaving the beak free. Lovebird nest in tree cavities, which is why they always look for a slightly softer material to line the bottom of the cavity. The planet of birds always surprises. If you have any suggestions for other shocking and impressive behavior, let me know in the comments. Agreed? And if you really like our channel and want to support it in any way, consider becoming a member of the channel. Because as well as helping out, you'll get exclusive access to some resources and videos. But if you can't become a member, no problem. Just the fact that you're there watching our videos, commenting and sharing with your friends helps me a lot, okay? So that's it. Thanks for watching this far and see you in the next video.